speaking about teaching and how we teach kids, we know that different kids learn in different ways.
Right.
How can we incorporate different learning styles into our teaching rather than maybe just lecturing kids for 45 minutes, which that bores me.
Yes.
It's especially not going to work with kids.
Right. So excellent thought here. And so how do I know if I'm doing it wrong? If you have pushed all the tables together in your class and you made a giant conference room table and everyone's to sit around it for 1 hour. That's how old men go to Sunday school. That's not how children go to Sunday school. We need to have furniture that we can move out of the way and be able to play a game, be able to be very physical. We need physical movement is going to be key in preschool and in children. And I'm not saying we need to play kickball like on a playground. No, there are games, there are things we can do in the classroom. For instance, let me give you a for instance. A good example would be if I put a piece of tape on the floor, sidewalk chalk in a swim noodle, and black paper on the wall, and you have to stand behind the line and stretch as far as you can to write the answer on the black paper. That's physical movement. Anything that engages gross motor skills or large muscle groups. If you had to crawl under the table and fill out the paper like a mechanic, that would be gross motor skills. Anything that has you standing or moving is going to be a win. So in preschool and in children, that should both be happening. And often you've got to be able to move furniture back and do it.
I've heard people say that a quiet church is a dead church, and I hear my pastor say that too. We don't mind noise because
Good.
we want the kids there.
Right.
And we know a certain degree of noise is a positive thing because it shows us that the youth are present. How do we find that proper balance between allowing kids to be kids and also maintaining some sense of order?
With the preschoolers, when I'm teaching them on Sunday mornings, if the volume gets too loud, I can shut my door. That's not a problem. But the volume can't get too louder and we're screaming and stuff. So when the volume starts to go up, I use a call and response. I say, hey, boys and girls. And they repeat, hey, Mr. Mark. And whenever I have their attention and they're looking at me, I'll say, the noise level is really, really loud. It's hurting my ears. We're going to have to bring it down this much. If you can do that, give me a thumbs up. And they give me a thumbs up and say, go ahead and go back to work. And we go on with what we're doing. So you do have to call that into attention. But like in elementary, if we're playing a game, I might be the loudest one. I don't know. It's only for a short time. But if we're getting out of control with it, you just have to have a call in and bring them down. A call and response is really important. If you're just flicking the light switch, stop it. You're just wearing the light switch out. They're not even paying attention. You need a call and response. One of my favorite teachers that I follow on Instagram, he uses shark bait, ooh-ha-ha, from Finding Nemo. And it's great. His kids know what they're going to do. He showed that video clip at the beginning of the year. And every time he says shark bait, they all stop and go, ooh, ha, ha. And it's terrific. I think probably one of my favorite ones was a teacher who said, let me tell you what I want, what I really, really want. And the kids would reply, yeah, tell us what you want, what you really, really want. And then she gives her instruction and thumbs up. They're ready to go. So a call and response is good. Let me try a couple on you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Here we go. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
See, you did it. Yes. To infinity.
And beyond.
See, you know. There's probably hundreds, if not thousands, of call and responses. So try it.